Fala galera, welcome back to another video. It's Marina here for those who don't know, and today I brought for you another veganism video. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of videos. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me so much. It helps the channel grow and reach more people, and I am so very happy that you are doing that. Also, share this video with the vegan people or people who are interested in these subjects, or who you think would be interested in this kind of video. So today I brought 6 sentences, affirmations, whatever it may be called, that I have to hear almost every day by people who quite don't understand why I'm vegan, and or they're trying to be funny. I literally don't get it, but I could think of 6 of them, so I thought I could make a video. So first one is plants feel pain too. Oh my god. Once I already knew people said that, but I think this is so absurd. And one time a family member said that to me, and I was so angry. I responded so rude. I was very rude to him, I admit, but oh my god. Like, how can you compare this beautiful thing, flowers, plants, leaves, that don't actually do anything, they don't have a face, they don't feel pain, they don't feel fear, they don't feel alone, they don't feel joy, they don't feel anything, they just grow and they help us breathe, and that's it. I love plants, but animals are more close to humans than animals from plants. Like humans, animals have feelings. Animals feel pain, they feel scared, they feel sad, anger. So I don't see how you can compare a living being such as a plant, who doesn't have any of those emotions, to an animal in this cruel industry who is not free, who doesn't know joy. So I think this affirmation is so absurd, and that's why when people tell that to me, I get very angry at that, because how can you not see that? How can you compare an animal to a plant? That is not even funny. Another thing that people who eat meat also say quite often is that one person just doesn't change anything. So I don't know what this is. I don't think if the person is just lazy, that is like, not lazy, but like, oh, I won't make a change, so why should I change my lifestyle if I'm not making any impact on the world? But like, if everybody thinks that, of course there won't be any impact on the world. But if everybody thinks like that, it will. It's like if you throw gum in the street. If you think, oh, but it won't make a difference, it's just one gum. But if everybody does that, the street will be filled with gum. So of course you make a difference. And I don't know if is the person trying to tell themselves that I shouldn't change because I am too small. I want to live my comfortable life here, knowing that I can't do anything anyway to help the planet. Let's just leave to the big corporations and the big industries and the governments to take care of that. But of course, a person can make a difference, because one single person is responsible for millions of deaths of innocent animals every year. So how can it not make a difference? If you stop eating meat, you will stop all those killings and you spare all those animals. So how can it not make a difference? I don't understand that one either. The third one, my friends say quite often, and I hear from family members as well, and people who are not related to me in any way, but they say, oh, I love animals, or I love nature. And I don't quite understand when they are saying that, because how can you love an animal if you're eating them on your lunch, on your hamburger, on your barbecue? So like, you don't how can you not make the connection that what you're eating was an animal as well? Or for you, animals are just dogs? Because when someone hears that certain people eat dog meat, they are absolutely opposed to the idea They think it's outrageous, they think it's an absurd. But let me ask you something. What is the difference between a baby cow and a baby dog? Why is it okay to eat the flesh of certain animals and others we take care and we love and we cherish? And the answer is the society. Once I read a quote that said, people eat meat because people eat meat. So sometimes people can think that veganism is a trend, or that people are only turning vegan because other people are turning vegan, but people are turning vegan because they open their eyes to the cruelty that's happening every day, that everybody else is shutting their eyes because all of the other people do it. So I guess it's okay. I guess if my parents taught me that eating pig it's okay, well, I guess it is. Well, it is not. And I think we should question ourselves. Why do we separate those animals? Why is it okay to eat some, but the others are an absurd? And also the nature thing. Like, I love nature. Why? How do you love nature if you're contributing, you're eating meat every day and you're contributing to the deforestation of the Amazon that happens because they need to artificially inseminate cows to feed them and to breed them, to kill them in the end and feed you? The reason number one why global warming exists is because of the animal industry. It's because this industry is the most polluting one in the world, and for some reason we don't want to acknowledge that. We think it's the other industries, it's the cars, it's the transportation, but like it's not. And United Nations already recognized that animal industry is the number one factor of global warming, so that is not good for nature. It doesn't help, it doesn't protect, it does nothing but harm. So when people say that they love nature or animals, they should rethink this sentence and they should rethink those habits that are with them every day, that were taught by their parents, and they should question everything. Number 4 is either a question or an affirmation. When it's a question, it's more friendly, but when it's an affirmation, I get very angry. Not angry, but I get very annoyed. They say you need to eat red meat to get your protein. Honey, I don't eat red meat in 4 years now, and I am super filled with protein. I am super strong. I can do my exercises. I am super well and super filled with protein, because let me tell you one thing, protein doesn't come from the animals, it comes from the plants. The animal is just the middleman. It's just in the way the animals eat the plants that get to them to get to the humans. So the first source of protein is the plants. So I eat protein every day on my potatoes, on my chickpeas, on my beans. I made a whole video about where do I get my protein from and other nutrients. I'll link it here. And it's very worth to check it out. I did that to demystify some of these affirmations. They're not reasonable whatsoever. So, 5th one is, and that one also, I don't know which one in this list gets me the most annoyed. But the 5th one is, humans are carnivores. I don't understand where that came from. And usually people try to get into the Stone Age and see that to explain that humans used to be hunters and they hunted animals, and we have canines. Like, this is not, it doesn't even compare to a lion. Like, we are not similar to lions. We are more similar to monkeys. Our teeth is more similar to horses and animals who eat plants for a living. Because if you compare our teeth, they weren't made to eat meat, to eat raw meat, because sometimes when people say that humans are carnivores, they compare to lions. And like, first one, lions, they don't eat cooked meat, they eat raw meat, so it's much more stiff. Human teeth could never eat raw meat. It wasn't made for that. It doesn't do this movement like the carnivores do, like this, to crunch like plants and vegetables. It is not made. We don't have those big teeth. Like, humans are not carnivores. They weren't made to eat meat. It's just a choice that we do. And you can't compare humans to lions, because we have the choice to eat only vegetables and grains and plants. We don't need to eat meat. We have a supermarket full of options, most of us. It's not like we're in the jungle and we have to hunt for survival. It is not like that. We have the choice. And nowadays, you can eat a perfectly good piece of meat made from plants than to choose to eat a meat that came from an animal that was killed. So we have the power to make this choice. Last one is kind of similar. People say that, I heard that before. They say that it's the circle of life, or that animals are here because God put them here for us to eat. And first of all, don't put God in the middle. Don't say things on behalf of God that doesn't even make sense. Because first of all, artificial insemination is not a circle of life, not a God thing. And also, imprisoning animals and separating mothers from their child is also not a circle of life, and it's not godly-like at all. Everything that happens in the industry, it is not holy, it is not the circle of life, has nothing to do with God. And people who say that should stop saying that forever, because it doesn't make any sense. And more than that, it's quite offensive and stupid. So that was my list for today. I got so annoyed by all of these. I don't know which one is the worst. If you pass for something similar like that, people told you're vegan or vegetarian, people said something like that, please leave it in the comments. How did you react? And if you agree with my picks, if you think people say something else that wasn't on this list, please leave it in the comments below as well. And don't forget the thumbs up and to subscribe. It helps me so much. I make all sorts of videos about healthy living, veganism, zero waste, books, travels, all sorts of things. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!